We thank the panellists for their insights. As we confront the climate crisis, women and girls' human rights must be at the centre of our collective efforts. Climate change and its consequences can exacerbate the risk of sexual and gender-based violence. This risk is most acute for women and girls facing multiple and intersecting forms of discrimination and inequality, including Indigenous women and girls. Australia is committed to achieving gender equality and eliminating sexual and gender-based violence, including during emergencies. Australia is providing funding to train disaster responders to identify and support women and girls experiencing family and domestic violence during and after natural disasters. We stand with Pacific women and girls in responding to the climate crisis, including by providing negotiator training to support women delegates from Pacific Island countries to represent their countries in international climate change meetings. Women and girls in all their diversity must be able to live their lives free of violence. Realising women's and girls' human rights is an important part of securing the future of our planet and a better future for us all. Australia would welcome the panellists' views on good practices addressing violence against women and girls in the context of climate change and the Women, Peace and Security agenda.
Before we get started with today's video, remember Mad Magazine before they went all woke on us? Among other aspects of life, they would hilariously use satire to mock and expose both the left and right political parties. Well, there's another magazine that's light years beyond that, 100% independent Flip City magazine. I personally think they're better than Mad because they pull no punches. They'll take a stab at not only Klaus, Great Reset, Schwab, Gill, Final Solution, Bates, and St. Anthony Fraudstey, but they'll give you the bad and the ugly about Dennis Zio Prager, Charlie Kirk, and Dan, World Economic Forum Red Flag Law Crenshaw. It's an uncensored free speech magazine from great artists and writers that you're going to love, treating woke like the joke it actually is. There's really no magazine like it. Support these free speech heroes. Go to flipcitymag.com and get a subscription today. The link is in the description. And then we have this right here. Of course, the government doesn't want you to have guns. Of course, the government wants to restrict ammo. They want to restrict high-capacity magazines. They want to take away your, hell yeah, take the AK-47s and AR-15s. But they don't have a problem spending our money to buy themselves an additional 5 million rounds. And this isn't the Department of Justice. This isn't Department of Homeland Security, although they've bought their fair share too. This isn't some law enforcement agency. This is the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. They've got it. They've got what it takes to take what you've got. And what they're taking right now is about $725,000 to purchase 5 million rounds of ammo. 3.1 million rounds of pistol ammo, over 350,000 rounds of shotgun ammo, almost 1.5 million rounds of rifle ammo. In just the last few months, the Internal Revenue Service has bought almost 5 million rounds of small arms ammunition, spending almost $700,000 in the process. The obvious question is, why would a bunch of bean counters who spend their days staring at computer screens need to stock up on millions of rounds of ammo? It's not a real big question. We know why they're going to do that. It's even reported by Fox News, Faux News. Gates blasts IRS railroad agency buying up ammo. The heaviest artillery they need is a calculator. Florida lawmaker joins Jesse Watters primetime to discuss bill to prevent IRS ammo buying. So it says right here, the House Judiciary Committee member Matt Gaetz from Florida sounded off on Tuesday on the news that the Internal Revenue Service, Railroad Retirement Board, and other federal agencies have been stocking up on thousands of rounds of ammunition. How about millions? As civilians face shortages and President Biden continues to claim no one needs such volumes of bullets. Nobody needs an AK-47, but my security detail does. Nobody needs 5 million rounds of ammunition, but the IRS sure does. Gates says, call me old-fashioned, but I thought, and guys, I'm not a fan of Gates. These guys are all political, economic terrorist parasites. Call me old-fashioned, but I thought the heaviest artillery an IRS agent would need would be a calculator. I imagine the IRS in green eye shades and cubicles, not busting doors down and emptying Glock clips, how about magazines, on our fellow Americans. Certainly, it's troubling that in 2022 alone, the IRS has spent around $725,000 on ammunition. How easy would it be to spend somebody else's money so that you can increase your stockpile of ammo and firearms? So here's the Biden plan. Disarm Americans, open the border, empty the prisons, but rest assured they'll still collect your taxes, and they need $725,000 worth of ammunition, apparently, to get the job done. And, you know, they hired all those IRS agents to apprehend the tax cheats, as the real cheats in Washington's district of criminals continue to extract the time and laboring energies, or the product of the time and laboring energies of the American tax cattle, to give Ukraine guns while they're taking guns away, or trying to take guns away from Americans. $40 billion. Give me a break, man. Tax cheat isn't usually a term we hear alongside armed and dangerous, and there was a report that showed over a 10-year period, the IRS actually stockpiled $11 million worth of ammunition. That's just the IRS. That doesn't count the Department of Homeland Security. Remember when they were stockpiling firearms and ammunition? That's why I'm working on legislation to put a total memorandum on the IRS buying ammo. How about give all that stuff back to the United States, you know, the Americans? How about every American gets issued a certain amount of ammunition? They already spent the money for it. Give that ammunition to Americans. Oh, they're not going to do that because they don't want you to be empowered. They want to be empowered while they see you victimized and weakened. When you use the talk about the IRS being weaponized, we're talking about political discrimination, not actual weapons for the IRS. Undeniably, part of the strategy is that with one hand, the Biden regime is doing everything they can to suppress access to ammunition for regular Americans, while with the other hand, they are scooping up all the ammo that they can possibly find. So the IRS is 5 million rounds of ammunition richer just in the past couple months. They've got what it takes to take what you've got. Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote My Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all going to need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.